What's up, guys? So today's episode is all about mobile optimization, okay, and why it's super important when you build your stuff. Also, okay, what it actually is. What is mobile optimization? So guys, I'll see you in the episode. Let's get the theme song on, and I'll see you in the episode. So the big question is this. If you were starting your first online business with no audience, no customers, no group, no following, completely from scratch, how would you actually do that? What steps would you need to take? I want to share with you my young entrepreneur journey as I get to launch my first ever online business for the first time. So that's the question. This podcast is the answer. My name is Kane Pointing and welcome to the Young Entrepreneur's Secrets Podcast. Let's have some fun. What's up, guys? How are we all doing? So today's episode is all about mobile optimization and what it is, why it's important, and how I'm actually using it for our summit. So first of all, mobile optimization. A lot of them thinking, what is mobile optimization? Okay, do I need my stuff mobile optimized, and those sort of bits and bobs? So the actual mobile optimization part it's mainly about the website that you use, your sales funnel, that your sales process, your sales funnel. Where people look on their phones, and their iPads, making sure that when they go onto your sales pages or your website or whatever you're trying to send them a link to, it's actually optimized for their device that they're using. Because what you don't want is people trying to zoom in on things that they can't see. Otherwise, it doesn't help them. So the mobile optimization part is when you go from a desktop, so that when you use your iMac or your MacBook Pro, and you're online and you let's say we're on a store, we're on someone's store, we want to click these buttons and then process and then buy some food, then we can do that through our website. And we can go through that on our MacBook Pros or our iMacs and that sort of stuff. And we can simply go through. But the actual size, everything, all the words are all in the right sort of area. The font's not too big, not too small. Everything's like this fitting way. Like, oh yeah, this is designed for this iMac, for this MacBook Pro. But when you go onto your iPhone, and because a lot of people are on iPhones now, or it's just in phones in general, and you go through and you look at someone's website and you're like, oh, that one looks a bit weird. Why is it so zoomed out? And then you have to zoom in, and then you have these buttons tiny, they're that big, and then you got to try and click the button. It's quite difficult, and that's where it's not mobile optimized. You would know if it's mobile optimized is when you're on your phone, you can simply click the buttons, you can read everything. The images are not massive, they're not blurry, they're not stretched, they're not compressed. They're nice, they look how they would do if you was on, or how you expect them to look if you were on your desktop. So the actual mobile optimization part is, what it is you want to make sure that, the actual foundations of the mobile optimization is that everything is set for your mobile or your iPad. So when someone goes on there, they can actually read what it is. So it's making sure that someone can actually read what it is. Now, that's what it is, It's making sure that it's the sizes are correct, that what you can see and what they can see is correct, and that it's not too big, not too small, it's not blurry, it's not compressed. So there's things that you think, oh, that looks a bit weird. And I have been on people's sites before and they don't know it. And they look at it and go, oh, okay, that's just annoying. I have to zoom in, or I have to literally zoom in on my screen to just click the button, and it's just difficult, making it hassle. I don't like it, and then it actually feels like, is this actually legit, or someone just knocked this out of the, of in their free time, just a quick little website, it's not actually real. So making sure it's mobile optimized helps a user, the person, the customer, potential customer, go through and actually, click in. They're watching a video, they're like, this is legit. I'm gonna click the button so I can pay for the £400 product. Or I can opt in for this free giveaway, whatever it is. They just want to see something that looks realistic, looks clean, looks fresh. It's designed for them, so it's optimized for their device, their iPad, their iPhone, or if they're on desktop, it's going to be designed for them. So it's just nice and easy, and it suits them, it serves them. That's what we're doing, we're serving them. But if you don't do that, what happens? What always happens if you don't follow these steps? The customer's not going to be satisfied. The customer's going to go through and they're like, oh, this seems not weird. This seems a bit scammy. I don't like scam. Oh, I don't like this. And it's not going to feel legit to them. So that's why you have to make sure that when you go to build your stuff, you need to make sure it is mobile optimized. And that's what we're doing for our summit. And this is important because we want our people to go through. We're going to have thousands and thousands of people go through to our summit and we want to make sure it's mobile optimized, because if it's not and they have to zoom in, or they're like, oh, I can't read that, what does that say, it's too small, I have to zoom in, or it's just too big, they're like, oh, this graphic is really like, someone hasn't even bothered to care about the graphic of just making it the same size. Okay, they're gonna not think it's legit. The standard of what they think they're gonna get is like, nah, these guys can't read it. If they can't even sort their image out, I don't even think I should pay for, you know, $37 or $50, $100 for this, because it's not worth it. So we want to make sure it's mobile optimized, it's suitable, it helps the user, whether they're on iPhone or just normal phones, iPad, MacBook Pro, iMac, it serves them at the highest level, because that's what we're all about, serving people at the highest level, okay, but making it good so it's good enough. Now, how I'm doing this is, you know, like I said, I'm using this in our summit, okay? So the mobile optimization, we're using it each step on our summit, okay? Not just when someone buys, I'm on about when someone, they buy, they go through, they get the order confirmation, they go into our membership area, they actually view the actual summit itself when it's going through, they can actually look at the videos that are mobile optimized, it's suitable for their phone, that sort of stuff. So there's a lot more to it. It's not just, oh, click the fingers, make up mobile optimized. You have to actually go through their test, make sure that when you test it on your phone, if it actually works. And that's what we are going through, because it is really important, especially when you look at the statistics. Now, you can't quote me on these statistics because I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's around 80%. Something very similar, very, very close to this. It's about 80% people on mobile devices, 20% people on desktop, okay? And that's like when it comes to Facebook, comes to you can't do Instagram on well, you can, but like I say, it is down to, it's an average sort of thing of people who consume you know, the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube, you know, searching for stuff on Google. You look about 80% on phones, mobile phones, and then 20% on desktop, okay? So when you think about that, you're like, I've got to make sure mine's mobile optimized, because if someone goes on my page and it doesn't suit them, they're like, oh, this is hard, this is difficult, okay, and you're putting them barriers in for them to purchase or opt in or whatever it is, then they're not going to do that. They're not going to opt in, they're not going to buy, they're not going to buy all the other stuff that you offer. And then what happens? You lose a customer, bad reputation, because your stuff's not sorted, and people go, oh, this is not good, and then moan about it, and then you won't have them. Okay, now spread that with other people. So how do we cut it out? How do we cut this out? We want to make sure that our stuff is mobile optimized, okay? Make sure it is mobile optimized. Now, the mobile optimization, like I say, we are doing it for our summit, okay, and there's a lot. It's not just, like I said, it's not just a click of the fingers and just getting it done, okay. It's just, you have to go through, test each step, each button, each image, each bit of text. The font's not too big, because if you go through and you're like, that font is massive, that font is massive, that font's really small, why is that one small? Why is that out the wrong way? So you have to go through the steps and make sure that it serves the customer at the highest level, okay. Cool. So, guys, what have we learned today? Mobile optimization is super important. What is it? It's really important. It's super important that you have it when you build your stuff, or if you have stuff already, look through. Go on your phone now. If you have a website, or you know you have like a link that you shared to people already, go on it now with your phone and see if you have to zoom in. Okay, if things like you're like, oh, why is that blurry? Why is that image stretched out? Okay, go on there with your phone now and check it out. See if it is mobile optimized. If you're going through and it like looks perfectly fine, good job. Okay, you've done good. Good is good. Okay, we're like a mobile optimized. You're serving that 80%. We want to tick that box. 80% of people who are using those mobile devices. But if it's not, you've got to get it mobile optimized, okay? So that is literally on your to-do list. I need to get my stuff mobile optimized. Super, super important when it comes to that, okay? Awesome. So that is the episode for today. Now, I've got one more thing I want to share with you guys. So with our summit, as you all are listening, okay, you've been listening for a very long time, especially when I'm sharing this journey with you guys of me creating my first ever online business, going all the way to six figures and beyond. Now, our summit, which is the Relaunch and Grow Summit 2021, the original date was actually the 19th of January, which is a few days, well, not many days, okay, from today's date. Now, with personal and family, so just a couple of things have come up with our family. You know, just there's a particular thing that's happened. We've had to postpone the summit, the Relaunch and Grow Summit 2021 for I think it's the 26th of January. Okay, it's the week after the 19th, which I think is the 26th. But basically it was the 19th, but it's just a week after, which I think is the 26th. If it's not, it's definitely it's going to be on the Tuesday. Okay, so it's a week after, wherever it falls on, if it's the 26th or 28th, I'm not too sure. Okay, but it's on one of them. But pretty much we just postponed it because we had a bit of a family issue that happened. Obviously, I don't want to talk about it today because this is an awesome episode. I hope you're all enjoying it. But it's more of a family thing that's happened. So we're going to just postpone it by a week so we can have it. But you guys, like I say, next week, okay, it's Thursday today. Next week, I am able to give you some links so you can get yourself booked in, signed up, okay, for the Relaunch and Grow Summit 2021. It's going to be awesome. You're going to get to go through and listen to and watch all the speakers give their literally legit awesome gold nuggets, okay, of how they went from zero to where they are now, okay, with literally no following, no audience, okay, nothing at all, how they start from scratch with what they know now. It's going to be so cool. So I hope you guys are excited. I am excited. But the start date with that will be the week after. I think it's the 26th. Let me just double check now. Let's have a little look. So is it 26th? Is it 26th? That is the question we will have to ask. So 19th. It is 26th. Okay, 26th. Woohoo! Thank you, Apple Watch. So 26th of January is the start of our summit. It's official now. So we popped on the 26th. It's going to be amazing. So like I say, when it is ready next week on Monday or Tuesday, I think it's going to be Monday, I will send you a link. Okay, I'm literally going to tell you the link what it is, and then you can go get yourself signed up. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. So guys, have a great day, and I look forward to speaking to you all on the next episode. And remember, you are a true young entrepreneur in the making, or you might already be one. So guys, I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, guys. I hope what I've shared with you today has helped you and really inspired you in your young entrepreneurial journey. If this episode did help you today, feel free to tag me in your biggest takeaways, aha moments, and let me know how much you love this by leaving a 5-star review. Or even if you want to share it with like-minded young entrepreneurs who you think might benefit the podcast, feel free to do so. You're thinking, I want to get instant notifications when the new episodes drop? You can hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I drop them. Once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you are one true young entrepreneur in the making. And I'll speak to you in the next episode.